Hi, friends. Thanks for joining me today on Hey, It's Dwayne. I'm excited to bring you an epic adventure that I went on. Recently, I was able to get into Universal's new theme park, Epic Universe, before it opens on May 22nd. And part of that experience, I really just want to share with you, bring with you different aspects of the park, and wanted to bring you each land in its own little video. So today's video, I really wanted to go over Super Nintendo World and explore that world with you. So join me and let's hop on in. Here we go. So to enter this world from Celestial Park, you get to enter in a cool way, just taking a warp pipe in order to go and check out what I'm calling Mario Land, even though it's called the Super Nintendo World.
Taking a warp pipe in. Check out Mario Land.
As you exit the warp pipe, you start out in Peach's Castle, which is a great way to enter this world. The only thing that would make this better is if you had Toadstool there to greet you as you enter. But they do have these nice paintings, which are pretty cool. And on the door, you get to notice the golden mushroom was stolen, which will come into play later. But it's so surreal as you exit the castle into this video game world. There is so much to see and take in as you enter this space. It can be somewhat overstimulating, so be prepared for that if you can be overstimulated. Super Nintendo World seems to focus mainly on the Mario IP in this main space, and there are so many interactive things to see and do to engulf you within the world, and I'll try to cover some of these things as we explore. Now, when you're in this land, you can use an interactive band to interact with all the different pieces, and you can purchase one of those at the shop inside of the land or right before you enter the land. And that will actually help you unlock some extras as well. Let's check out the first 3 rides this land has to offer. Mario Kart. To get to this ride, you get to enter Bowser's Castle. The line is themed super well, and there's so many hidden details to explore.
Oh, Bowser.
Whether you are in the general line or the express line, there's so much to see and just to take in. The trophy room highlights all the trophies all the gamers are used to for the various Mario Kart circuits. From there, you enter into the library. There are so many cool labeled books that you can see on display. Lots of cool functioning items that Bowser utilizes to plot out his revenge against Mario. Super cool lamp, which I really wish they had for sale. On the chalkboard, we have what a lot of racers will be used to for all the different pole positions for the cars. And then, as I mentioned, a lot of cool books. Do you have some favorite title of books that you've seen, or if you've gone through this, that you can recall? Even hidden within the books are really cool character sightings, such as this Boo one here. He's flying around in his car, and he's actually, you can see Boo in a couple different spots in the bookcases, which is cool since you're in a castle. Now, of course, what castle wouldn't be complete without a throne room? And of course, Bowser's is larger than life since Bowser is a huge guy. Peaches, 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 peaches. I don't even know how that song goes, really. Peaches! Now, as we exit the library and go into the next room, this is a cool factory room where Bowser is building bombs and Mecha Koopas. And in here is a throwback to the floor is lava, because there's lava on the ground, lava on the ceiling. We have our bombs, our Mecha Koopas, our bullet bills. And it's really cool just seeing the curation of these enemies of Mario slash fun co-workers of Bowser's being created.
Get back to work. Bowser is watching.
From the beginning through the pipes, from section to section. And if you actually watch long enough, you'll even see if there are any quote-unquote reject ones. They'll get put into the trash versus moved along through the line. As you go through that room, you get to grab your headset and move on to the pre-show. The headsets are a visor style that you will clip your actual game gear onto later. And this is pretty cool pre-show, if you ask me. This part and the next portion just both really stood out for me, just pulling you into the Mario Kart circuitry that if you've played the game before, you definitely feel like you are right in it. Quick check, how does the visor look? Looks great.
They should sell these.
So all the different Mario outfits that you can purchase and play in the game. And of course the pre-ride show where it tells you and explains the things that you're anticipating the gameplay to be. So this is pretty cool because it does showcase why you were doing this, why you're going through Bowser's castle to get there, because Bowser's challenging Mario, but also showcases how to play the game. And so you want to pay attention to this because it could be a little tricky when you go in there and actually start playing the game. from the pre-show, you enter into more areas of the castle, and when you think you're there, you go downstairs, go through the dungeon, and then you're there at the game after you go through all these steps. The ride vehicle does seat 4, so you can have 4 in your party, or less or more, depending on how many cars you take up. But it does seat 4. It's pretty cool. You have, like I said, you have your visor and you put the thing on there. Once the ride is over, you enter into the gift shop, of course. But the ride is pretty cool. It's an interactive ride that blends real world with video game. The visor lets you overlay video game things happening. There is a lot going on with you turning the wheel, firing turtle shells, looking around, seeing stuff. I wish it was a little less of the gaming going on and more just seeing everything that's going on, because you do miss out on some of that. But overall, it was a pretty stellar ride, pretty solid. I definitely recommend getting that one in if you can to start the day. As you exit the castle, there is a nice overlook that you can see Peach's castle on the other side. You can get a glimpse of what's down below as well. But let's go ahead and go down there and go to that next level. So many interactive points all throughout the land, as I mentioned. So make sure you try to find them all. Now the second ride is Yoshi's Adventure. On this journey, we did not get to actually ride that one because we wanted to fast forward and go over to the Donkey Kong area, which we're about to do. But Yoshi's is a slow-moving, fun ride for the kids and everyone else. If you can hop on that, I would definitely recommend that. But definitely, we wanted to make our way to Donkey Kong Country because that ride back there has a low capacity, so that line can grow pretty quickly. Now this is cool because it is a land within a land, so you're exiting the Mario portion and going into the Donkey Kong area of Super Nintendo World. And it's just interesting the way that they have that in there so you can kind of still tunnel through and go. This area is themed to the DK games. There are various food options and some merchandise areas, and again, more interactive points you can do. But the star of this area is in the back of this smaller land, which is the minecart maze. So I'm going to make my way over there in order to check out the queue and check out the ride. Hidden touch points all throughout. Throughout the lines, there are some touch points and things you can interact with as you're going through.
Alright, headed to go around the Donkey Kong line platforms, or see how this one is. I'm super excited for this one. Love Donkey Kong fan, so it's gonna be an exciting time.
Fun animatronics. Now on this day, I happened to be going through the express lane, so I did not get to see all of the queue, but even this portion was very well themed and just so much to do and see as you go through every aspect of it. The cars here, just like Mario Kart, you only sit 4 to a car, so that is part of why it does get backed up quite quickly in that line.
This is the Mine Cart Madness, which was phenomenal. It's great. As you can see, the car goes through, jumps tracks, goes everywhere. It was definitely a super fun experience that I highly recommend. Not my favorite ride is that still the Stardust, but it is up there. It is definitely a fun thing to ride and a great coaster experience.
And when you exit the land, there is another gift shop where, as I mentioned, if you want to interact with the different areas, you can buy your band at before you go into the land, or you can wait till you leave, but you won't be able to interact with the land. But there are two exits that I found. One is on the lower floor, and the other one is if you go back up to the castle, you can exit a warp pipe, just like when you came to land. Now this area is super cool. This is one of the entranceways to the gift shop. Stained glass of different Nintendo properties. Lots of Zelda, Link, Ganondorf. You have Donkey Kong and Mario characters there. The constellation of Mario, which is super cool as well, to tie into the celestial area of the land that the merchandise shop is in. Now, let's go over a couple different things that you can do, some of the various games you can play. As I mentioned, with that band, you can link it to your Universal app and it will track everything you're doing. And with the different games, you can play and punch blocks and get coins from those. There are a variety of games like this one here that you can play to get keys. These keys allow you to unlock a special challenge against Bowser Jr., who the one who stole the golden mushroom. I recommend bringing a battery pack to charge your phone, as that's how you track your progress for the games from your connected power band, and also how you order food and get around and do so much other things. The jackpot game, matching the different characters on the screen to each of the blocks adjacent to it. So if you match two or more together, you get coins. There are some interactive wall games. Again, it's all linked to your band. Seeing just everything that can be done. I could easily spend all day just in this one land, which is really super cool. But I mean, I did grow up as a Nintendo kid, so that could be a reason as well. This is one of the many different games you can do to catch your keys. You're setting the alarms and getting them set to make sure that you don't have them. There is a bomb challenge, which has a really cool entryway to go into as well. Lots of bombs here, so you know you're in that right area. How fast can you piece together a key with the risk of a bomb threatening to explode on you? By getting your 3 keys, you get to unlock access to the challenge game, where you go up against Bowser Jr. to win back the golden mushroom that he stole.
You've done well to make it this far. Up ahead is your final showdown with Bowser Jr. When bob-ombs are tossed at you, use your arms to swat them away. Got it? Swat bob-ombs away. When bullet bills fly toward you, duck to dodge them. Don't forget, duck to dodge bullet bills. Jump to hit a question block and get a power-up. When you get a fire flower, swing your arms to throw fireballs. Yes, swing your arms to throw fireballs. Now go forth, defeat Bowser Jr.
Thank you, friends, for joining me on this epic adventure today as we explored Super Nintendo World at Epic Universe. Hope you enjoyed viewing it as much as I enjoyed exploring and shooting it for you. Definitely excited to bring you more in this series. capturing each of the lands. So if you like to see those, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and that you do also hit the bell in order to get notified when those new videos come out. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you like, what you really want to see. If you haven't been, what you're excited to see. Definitely looking forward to share those experiences with you. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next time on Hey, It's Dwayne.